Hello and welcome to Hindsight Tonight. I'm Damian Muziani, and here's your news. Leading off, AAA announced over the weekend that the average price for a gallon of gas in America has now crossed the $5 barrier for the first time ever. Actually, 22 states have already surpassed the Land of Lincoln line, with California topping off their tank at $6.43. Hawaiians are beginning to commute to work in outrigger canoes. It's getting so bad. Most analysts attribute this latest pump jump to a perfect storm of events, including the ongoing war in Ukraine, lingering supply issues from the COVID pandemic, and the onset of the busy summer driving season. And all this is, of course, swirling around with the nation's highest inflation spike in over 40 years. President Joe Biden appealed to the masses on the Jimmy Kimmel Show last week and said oil is scarce because American petroleum companies aren't drilling for it.
Oil companies, instead of everybody says, well, Biden won't let them drill, they have 9,000 drilling sites that they've already owned that are there. They're not doing it. You know why? Because they make more money not drilling and buying back their own stock.
Insider trading, you say? So for the first time ever, oil companies are suddenly greedy now. Got it. Maybe Joe's been getting stock tips from Gordon Gekko lately. It kind of gives Trader Joe's a whole new meaning. But as you can imagine, the oil companies are fuming about the president's remarks, as evidenced by a mysterious leaked document making the rounds on social media. BP oil executive Bryce Cromwell authored a letter insisting that gas reserves are plentiful in America and that Biden simply refuses to utilize them. When reached for comment, a BP spokesperson said she really doubts that company oil executive Bryce Cromwell wrote that letter, mainly because BP has no oil executive named Bryce Cromwell. I guess you really can fool all the people some of the time. Also found online, a secret document says that the bad economy is all Biden's fault, signed by Federal Reserve Operations Chair Count DeMoney. And if you thought Americans couldn't get any dumber, please say hello to master criminal Nick Roski. He hatched a secret plan to cleverly assassinate Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh inside his own home in Maryland. Shocking, since we can't think of anyone with an axe to grind against Justice Kavanaugh. Nope. Roski already knew where Kavanaugh's house was because he saw it on the media coverage of Roe v. Wade protesters marching past it last month. Since then, lawmakers have beefed up security in all justice residences. So how could Roski secretly and discreetly find a way to sneak into Kavanaugh's house? He took a taxi cab there. Yep, dropped him off right out front. When Roski exited the cab, he was immediately received by 25 friendly U.S. Marshals, all armed to the teeth. Luckily, nobody's suspicion was aroused because Roski was cleverly incognito, dressed like any young dad on a suburban Maryland street, wearing a black shirt, black pants, suitcase, backpack, Glock 17, tactical knife, pepper spray, hammer, screwdriver, crowbar, zip ties, and duct tape. As one does. He was, of course, arrested and charged with attempted murder. Let that be a lesson to you would-be vigilantes. Always bring a letter of authority with you to gain entrance to your victim's home. Signed and notarized by Executive Bryce Cromwell. And that's your news. This is Hindsight Tonight. Join us right here every Sunday for Fresh Hindsight.